I want pumpkin.
Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J. Professor Spike and Kamalik
Well,
chatting, talking stocks, talking about the day that was, the week that was, the year that was, or is, or whatever.
right.
Talking about why nobody seems to care that the world is at a crisis like it hasn't seen since 1960 Cuban Missile Crisis. Nobody cares.
Well, we care.
It's kind of like that movie.
How many people are really old enough to make
It's
that
kind of
kind
like that movie, Don't Look Up,
Yeah.
What people care about is Jamie Dimon saying another 20% minimum.
Yeah, no, Jamie Dimon was definitely sobering, to say the least.
That's what people care about. Hey, Linus and Night 2, hola. I'm gonna share screen if I can figure out how to do that. Why don't I see it?
Well, we don't see it either.
I don't see the thing to click. Settings. That's not it. Did they change StreamYard?
It's something called Present now.
Don't
And
know.
it is new. It looks different.
Share screen is hidden in there. Very good. They changed StreamYard on us. How could they do that? I want to show you the headline. Last week, apparently, we had record inflows. But Bank of America says poo-poo to that.
Yeah, well, they're saying that thanks for the money.
They're saying poo-poo, premature, they're calling it, in terms of looking for a bottom.
Yeah, okay.
And what else? Goldman says too early to price in a pivot. JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon says stocks may fall an easy 20% from current levels. I mean, there's a lot of doom and gloom on the street, isn't there?
Yeah.
Which makes me think maybe those investors that came in last week aren't wrong. Maybe it's the gurus that are wrong.
Well, I was just waiting for that, for that last September jobs report, which was the last of not the last of the good news, but they're mixing in a lot of bad news with good news, which for whatever reason, some perverse way, is good for the markets, but bad for the economy. So either way, you're going to cry.
Earnings season is starting. We got the CPI print coming out when? Thursday?
That's the big one. Wednesday and Thursday is CPI and PPI.
And which one is first? PPI?
I think C.
C is tomorrow?
Wednesday, yeah.
I thought it was the other way.
Could be the other way around.
Well, you're probably right. What do I know? In any event, they're coming, CPI and PPI. Now, the Fed focuses more on PCE, whatever that means. But I think the CPI number, if it's a shocker, is going to really send the market reeling. So if it's too hot, then it's going to be a disaster. We'll go down another 5%.
Yeah, I think people are just waiting. I don't disagree at all.
Just on that one.
It's funny because what's good for the economy is bad for rich people.
Now let's review. What was it last month? Was 8.3? Is that right?
8.6.
8.6, and they're expecting 8.3 or 8.1. What's I don't know all the numbers. What are they expecting? 8.1?
I think last time they were expecting like 7s, and we got an 8.6. And
That's right. That's what happened last time.
They're expecting somewhere around 8.1 to 8.3, something like that.
Right.
And take out the headline, take out food and energy. I think they're looking for 6.5, something like that.
I mean, today my wife went to the supermarket to buy some groceries and told me a gallon of milk is over $5 now.
Tell her to go to Lidl. It's much cheaper.
Right.
Yeah, no, it is way out of hand.
I shop in Lidl. I don't buy food. I just buy the chocolate wafers, their cookies. I live on the chocolate wafers. They are delicious, by the way. Cent wafer in Lidl, Lidl.
Yes, we shop there too.
I mean, you save like 40% on your groceries when you go there, especially if you buy the generic, the Lidl brand. So everything that I buy is a Lidl brand, and it tastes exactly the same as like the yogurt tastes like Dannon, and the
Right.
ketchup tastes like Heinz.
Find the
I think
OEM.
I think it's baloney. I think it's all Heinz. All the big companies are just giving it to them, letting them
I
put their.
wouldn't doubt it. It's just a question of whether or not they send their, second-rate product or whether it's coming out of the same fountain.
I don't know. All I know is it's half the price almost. Milk is ridiculously cheap. So, and Costco is a stock definitely to be in.
Yes. I just went into a Target recently a little bit after the bloodletting from the September payrolls.
Yeah.
Hop back into Target, thinking
Target
that's where people are going to shop.
Target is being touted now on Wall Street by a few analysts. They like Target. They like Walmart. They like Costco is everybody's favorite now.
Right. Yeah, and even Walmart. I mean, it's not. Would we all pay around a $1.50 for it in the past? It's
Yeah.
not too far. It's not too far from there. I mean, considering like we're used to seeing 30% losses, yeah, to see like a 6% loss, you're like happy.
Sava was just 50 the other day. I blinked and it's 35. What's going on?
Don't blink.
Yeah, everything is going down.
Wasn't
Except,
that just 40 also the other day?
yeah, it was in the 40s. Yes.
Wasn't Dermatech to start the year around 25?
Dermatech. Was it that low?
I,
I mean, was it right? I don't
I
even
don't know
remember.
where it was, but it was a lot higher than $3.
$3 for Dermatech?
347.
Man, that's got to be a bargain.
I would think so. I mean, they have a tremendous product, but they don't know how to market it. So they should get Donald Trump to advertise it for them.
That guy is toxic.
He would sell it. He could sell anything. Or maybe you get one of those. They need something. They need something.
Well, since last October, Dermatech's down 89%.
It's ridiculous. That company has a great product. They just don't know how to sell it. I went and I had 2 moles removed, and it was a torture. I mean, I had to take care of it 3 times a day. We got red and irritated, scabbed over. I could have just put one of those smart patches on and be done with it. It didn't have to come off. And I asked my doctor about it. He says, nah. And the reason no, because he wants the money.
Yeah.
So I looked it up. They have a list of doctors nearby who take it. I would have had to go to Bayside in Queens, about quite a trip, just to get a doctor that does it.
Really?
Yeah. So I said, "Oh, the hell with it. Ain't worth it. Let him rip my face. I don't care. I'm not going to Bayside."
Well, Bayside's not that bad.
No, but it's annoying. There were 2 doctors and all within 50 miles of me that did it. So it's not widely known or used. They're not selling it right. Look at Tesla. Wasn't this just 1,200 the other day pre-split? 1,200 divided by 3 is how much? 1,200 divided by 3. I need the mathematician.
400.
400. Now it's 216. Is that a bargain?
50%.
I can understand investors coming in at this point because everything's on sale.
Right. I mean, if you're not timing the market, and you see these relative bargains, you got to take them. Amazon at 112 is a wonderful bargain.
Google. I remember when it was 1,800 and it went to like 4,000. What did they split? 20-1. So what would they be pre-split? 20 times 97,
2000.
970, 18, 1950 roughly.
Yeah.
That's
And
ridiculous.
I thought the splits will bring in, smaller investors and the stock will go up, but
1950 is ridiculous. I remember when it was trading at 1,800. I bought some at 1,800 figuring I got a really good buy, and I did, but I never sold. I forgot to sell it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Amazon, I've been buying that.
I mean, anything under 120 is a bargain price.
You
yeah, I
would
agree.
think. You would think. I mean, it wasn't quite 4,000, but it was close, right? Pre-split.
Right. So
So it's almost a
it wasn't quite there. It was like 175.
it's not a 50% sale, but it's close. Half off, 40% off. The Qs, I forget where they were at the max, but the Qs are making new lows again, aren't they? Let's take a look. Make a new low?
Wow.
Yes, certainly did. Another new low for the Qs. This is not a very pretty picture, let me tell you. I don't want to be pessimistic, but I can't help but agree a little bit with Kathy, my girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
because she's blaming it on the Fed that they're going to cause a deflationary recession by overdoing the raising and the
Yes.
type. And I kind of agree. I think it could be overdone to the point where we have a tough time extricating ourselves, kind of like Japan. You got to be very careful. The Fed could overdo it and put us in a worse hole than we are now. It's tough. It's a tough job. Of course, I could ask Kathy, what do you want him to do? Where we can't allow inflation to go back to 18% or more like it was in the 70s. So they got to raise, but there comes a point where they have to stop raising, and they got to get it right. And if they don't get it right this time, it's going to have dire consequences. They certainly didn't get it right earlier. So this time they better not be wrong. So what are we looking at? The Qs. We're looking back here at the weekly. The 2020 low from 9/21/2020, that low is about to be challenged, multi-year low. That's 260.11. What was the low today? 261.03. So this would be like over a year. A new year, 12-month low looks like it's going to happen for the Qs. And if that happens, it doesn't look like there's anything but air going all the way down.
Wow.
So I can see why some chartists would give scary interpretations. You're looking at the pandemic lows. If this low breaks, it looks like nothing to stop it. The Nasdaq is vulnerable. I would hope that the print tomorrow and Thursday, PPI, CPI, whichever comes first. Let's hope that they're more tepid than anticipated in terms of inflation, because I want to see a bottom right where we are now. That's what I would really like. There's no reason why this can't be a bottom on the Qs, double bottom, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
I see that too.
So let's really hope, fingers crossed, because if not, maybe some of the Jamie Dimons of the world may not be wrong. I'd like to think they're wrong, but who knows? So this red line is already there.
Mm.
I don't think I put it, did I?
Exactly.
I don't think I put it there.
No, it's exactly there with the 6 to an 8 point.
Yeah. Oh, I did put it there, 61.8.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two reasons why it should stop right where it is. One is the 61.8 Fibonacci retrace from the highs to the pandemic lows. The second is it's a pivot point from 921.20. So there's two reasons why it should stop right where it is. And if it doesn't, I don't really see much in the way of stopping. So it's scary. It's look out below. I mean, it doesn't have to go all the way back, but who knows how far back we retrace. So Jamie Dimon may not be totally wrong there. I don't think the CEO of a major bank should talk that way, though. Personally, I think it's inappropriate.
Even we don't talk that way.
What?
Even we don't talk that way.
That's right. I think it's totally inappropriate. Scare investors. I don't get it. Is he an egotist or something? I think it's just an egotistical type thing. Wants to show the world how smart he is. The thing is, he can affect the markets negatively.
Correct.
That kind of talk.
He did already.
He did already. Well, let's hope that this is it. I mean, it's okay to go slightly above tomorrow, below this line tomorrow, as long as we finish in the green above it. Get a firm double bottom, I'm fine with that. Tomorrow's a very critical day for the Qs.
Yep.
What about the spiders? Spiders made another low today, but they're basically flirting with the 200, right?
Yeah.
On the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. Let me get rid of this clear drawing. It's pretty sad. I'm thinking 350, right? With the original 50%.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they were talking about.
That's the number we've been talking about all along, 350. So here's what we want tomorrow. We want an early morning dive down to 349.79, 349.50. And we want to finish the day in the green on the spiders. That's what I want to see tomorrow. I want to see the bottom put in with a strong candle tomorrow. Very, very scary in the morning. Turn it around by the close to a nice green candle. Is that too much to ask for?
I think that's wishful thinking. I think it's gonna go down. It's gonna be red the remainder of the week until we reach the 350.
I want to get it over with tomorrow. I'd love to just get it over with. One day of selling, and the same with the NASDAQ. One day of selling, close green. I want to see the reverse kind of thing of what we've been seeing, where we can't hold any gains. I want to see a strong finish to the market tomorrow. A weak beginning and a strong finish. That's what I want to see as a chartist. But, you know, just because I want it, as Kamal says, wishful thinking, right?
So let's talk about any positive news, if any. Like what would make the market go green?
What will make it go green?
Yeah.
If Powell says that he feels that the prior tightening is sort of working, and that as a result, he may not have to be very aggressive in the coming year. If he says that, start being a little dovish, then people.
How about an announcement that peace talks are going to start in Turkey next week?
That I highly doubt, but okay.
Would that turn the market green?
Yes, definitely. But I think Putin is been looking forward for the winter because that's his game plan.
That's his best time. Plus, the tanks can ride over the frozen mud again. Then the only another good news would be if there was sign from the Saudis that they were on our side.
Yeah,
That would be helpful,
yeah.
and that that they're taking Russian aggression seriously.
And tame inflation numbers, or tame it and expected.
Yeah, it's him than expected. I have a feeling we still have a lot of hangover left.
Shouldn't September energy numbers be looking good? Because the gasoline was cheap in the month.
Yeah, but the demand is not robust, which is weird. Like I said, you would think if the demand was not robust, that would be sufficiently bad news to keep the markets.
I think headline numbers are going to go down. It's the core numbers that scare me.
Gotcha.
That's the scary part. Well, we'll see. Again, I don't know if it's tomorrow. How can I not know? Shame on me. I thought it was Thursday. You sure it's tomorrow? You're probably right.
Wait a sec.
CPI, when is it? Anybody saying? I could look it up. Hey Siri, what is
2 days, October 13th is CPI.
Thursday, so I was right. Shouldn't doubt myself. Okay. So anyway, 349.50 is
PPI is tomorrow.
Which one?
PPI is tomorrow.
Okay, that's what we thought, right? That's what I thought.
That's what you thought.
All right. So anyway, 349.79, I think is got to hold. That doesn't hold. We're going down to that 320 number that everyone's talking about. That's the 61.8.
320. Wow.
Yeah. Right in there. That's
that dire.
That's the 61.8. You can see by the white space how much further it is.
Yeah, no, that's a lot. You're right.
That's why I think the 50% will hold and prove all the gurus wrong. Wouldn't that be nice?
So basically, you're just wishing for a bottom right now, I guess.
Yeah, look, nobody knows where the bottom is. Not even Jamie Dimon. Not even who else? Mike Wilson. Not even Meet Kevin, the guy that is on YouTube every 5 minutes. Nobody knows. That's really the bottom line. I don't know why I keep plugging Meet Kevin.
I don't know why either.
He's doing well enough without my telling everyone about him. All right. What did I want to talk about? I forgot already.
And
Coin got a bump up on a very strong upgrade for one of the brokers. It looked like it was going to fly. It actually did pretty good today on a down day. It was a little high.
You listed CRISPR, Coin, Spiders, Clovis, Walmart, Lit, and CKPT.
Well, Coinbase got the upgrade and CRISPR got the downgrade, and I think it's reflected in both.
Nah.
So is Coin going to hold this gain? That's the thing. Looks like we try to put it. It looks like we probably put in a bottom here on Coin. It's one of the most heavily shorted stocks.
Heavily shorted, really?
Heavily shorted.
Wonderful.
So, according to this solid line of support, we may have actually bottomed on Coin at $58 and change. It sure looks it, doesn't it?
We are definitely near some kind of a bottom.
Yeah.
Until the next bottom.
I guess so. Let's look at the opposite picture. What happens when you get a downgrade on days like today?
Right. If this is an upgrade, I don't want to see a downgrade.
That's a downgrade, Chris.
Right. Yeah.
It actually went much lower. It closed unchanged, not unchanged, in the middle of it.
You still in that one?
I'm still in it. $57 low. Closed at 50.
You're just waiting, waiting and waiting.
It's painful. I might trim a little, or I might write some calls. I don't know. I have all four of them: Editas, CRISPR, Beam, Natalia. Probably own too many bios at this point. Bio has been hellish.
Yeah.
You can take a look at the XBI if you don't believe me.
We believe you. We believe you.
You believe me? We actually look like we made a
You know
bottom.
what we need? We need them to legalize marijuana.
That
Yeah,
won't do anything.
that would help. It would help me. I wouldn't have to get my medical marijuana card renewed. All right.
Andrew came on talking about BCRX, Albo, and DXCM.
Oh yeah.
I didn't, like I said, I wasn't really paying attention, so I don't know if there's anything
Albo
new.
had a pop. It had good data.
Oh, okay.
It was up at as much as $4. I don't know where it closed. 74.69 the low. I think the low is in on the XPR. Could that be? Why not?
It can be. I mean, we are waiting for innovations. We haven't gotten any.
According to everything I'm seeing now, if we're not very close to the lows at this point, we're in very big trouble. It's either
The
we're
thing
there.
is, even if we are very close to the lows, what would bring the market up? That's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of doom and gloom out there.
I don't know. I don't know. I just look at charts. I don't know. Not my job. No my job. It's
So
95.
it looks like this from now till end of year. I'm not sure how much we're gonna recover.
You just gotta wait for the third half.
That's
Third
what I'm
half.
thinking.
The fifth quarter.
The third half, is that in a different dimension?
Yeah, the third half of the year. Things will be good then.
I think we stopped right here on the XBI, right with $75. It's way off the lows. The lows are actually down here. These are the lows at $62. So we're way off the lows. I kind of like the looks of the XBI. Got to turn it around sometime. Maybe this is it. There have been quite a few little dollar numbers that are no longer a dollar that are moving up in the biotech world. I'm going to give you one example. And it might be a very good buy now.
Oh,
Sharon, you see
boy.
the candle that it put in today? What kind of candle is this? Tell me.
No, a
It
green
looks
one.
like a green engulfing.
A green engulfing. Sharon, a green engulfing today. You gotta love it here. And it's also
Did you hear? Did we ever have Dice Therapeutics on our show? We ever talk
I
about
think we've had every four letters on the show.
Yeah, because Dice ended up doing good today for whatever reason.
But Sharon hit $3. Where's the beginning of the year? I think this one had a nice move from the beginning of the year. January 22. January 4th, it was like 130. And it went to $3. So there's an example of a little bio that could or would or whatever it is, can. What's that little choo-choo, that little train that can or could?
Little train that could.
Whatever it is. Forgot my nursery books.
That means even your grandkids are getting big.
Yeah, they're getting too big for it. Right.
You have to wait for
Look at the support level that it stopped at. Besides everything else,
Huh.
and just above the 100. And how many biotechs or how many stocks in period have the 50-day moving average well above the 100, well above the 200? How many?
Not many.
Not
Not
many.
many. So you got to like Geron here. I don't care. I don't know anything about their fundamentals anymore. I don't care. The chart looks pretty damn good, enticing on Geron. And I haven't said that about Geron since it broke this recent high back here in April that it looked enticing. So it looks enticing. What could I say? All right. The only thing bad about it is it's in a downward environment and bearish market. But so what? Not everything goes down, even in a bear market, as this one showed.
So why were you discussing lit these days in Clovis?
Well, Clovis, looking at because we talked about it about a couple months ago, and it really didn't do much since we talked about it. But at the time we talked about it, we said it looked like a good buy, either for a swing trade or a hold. And I think we talked about it right around here at about 88 cents. So it made a little pop as high as 3.25. It's more than a little pop, and it's come back down to maybe attractive levels. So I just wanted to, just like Geron, call attention to another one that may have some merit to it. And it looks like it's found support that, well, it's flirting with the support. So 98 cents, you're out. Is that fair? If you want to take a shot with this? Of course, our opinion is strictly our own, not investment advice. Do your own due diligence, check with an advisor, and so on. What do you think, Professor Spike? 98 cents? Cut your loss quick?
Well, I could understand why you're attracted to it, especially if that ends up being a bounce spot because it is a double bottom.
Yeah. So right about a buck is the bottom. So $1.02, I think. All right, let's take a look at
The other one was lit and checkpoint.
Checkpoint is another interesting one. What's the symbol? CK.
CKPT.
About another dollar.
A lot of our audience likes this one. They've been talking about it throughout the year.
They like the dollar ones, you know.
I guess
And
That's
this-
what we can afford right now.
my charge point, which was $15, is now $1 so we can talk about that.
Well, this is also flirting with the bottom, so it's just like Clovis. Let's just move this line down a little. There you go. It's good. It hit bottom today, really.
Yeah,
99 cents is bottom.
this is not as good as the general XBI,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit of a dog.
I think it's got some promise. You know, if it holds, it's again a swing trade. If it breaks this low from 511, 96 cents, I guess you could just hop out with a small loss. What else did I put down? CRISPR?
Lithium and CRISPR.
CRISPR looks yucky. Broke support. I don't know where it's going. We did look at it before.
Yeah, we looked at CRISPR already. The other one was lit.
It looks yucky, but I'm reluctant to sell out my entire position.
Yeah.
Lit.
What is going on there?
Lit is one of these.
This looks like a schizophrenic chart.
Yeah.
Two charts in one.
Yeah. I think it's ready to start another uptrend. I don't know why, but I do.
I feel like I'm seeing double.
Yeah. Again, if I'm looking at the chart, I'm not liking it. But if I'm thinking fundamentally, I like it. In other words, thinking long term. We're in a solid downtrend still. So, I mean, nibble time. That's what it looks like. Just like all the others, Amazon, Tesla. I just want to look at Tesla. I'm curious. Of all of them, I'm most curious about the since AI Day. It's gotten whet my appetite a little bit for Tesla. Optimus, Terminator, whatever it is. Well, how many Terminator movies were there? 2?
3.
3? Looks pretty good. This double bottom, right? Where's the double bottom? 208.69. The downside looks pretty limited to me on Tesla. They don't, just like they don't go straight up, they don't go straight down usually. No reason for it. Unless you think we're going into a tremendous recession where nobody buys cars.
Right.
Do you think that's happening? If you think that's happening,
Well,
Nope. I think people are still buying cars.
they're
Not
not,
only, now it's very common for a household to have like 3-4 cars.
So it's a good time for me to sell my.
I'd say actually by the summer, a lot of what we were worried about with low supply will be done. All the chips will be in, and all the cars, and they'll be selling cars again, and you'll be getting it below sticker.
Is Tesla going to make its target of 1 million cars this year? I don't think so, right?
No, I don't think so either. I'm just hoping that Lucid sells at least one.
I think they will.
Then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
And if this, the one Rivian that Ford put out,
Yeah.
if they can get their act together, I mean every single car had to get recalled. That can't help.
Ford took a big hit, didn't it?
With Rivian, yeah, they got a good run up, and they got a nice run down.
They keep raising the price of that
The F-150, right? They have no other choice.
Yeah, they keep raising the price.
Yeah.
Not a bad candle today, considering the kind of day it was. Not a bad candle. All right, so in summary, Geron looks attractive. It's quite possible we're nearing a bottom, despite what Jamie Dimon and Mike Wilson and all the gurus are saying. Let's see what Andrew has to say. I sold the news. Sava. Okay.
Yeah.
To me, it's worth holding. It's a good bet. You win them, you win some, you lose some. I hope this is one that we all win. Adios, amigos. Ciao.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.